I always like to define FLP 360 as that digital marketing platform that will give you insight into your business. So it gives you insight into your business, and this insight you're expected to use to plan. You're supposed to use this insight to plan your business and to grow your business. So for you to have insight into your business, for you to have insight into the non-managers that you need to work with, for you to have insight into the non-managers that you need to support, then you must know them. There's no way you can work. I mean, we don't have ghost FBUs, right? We don't have ghost FBUs. So we expect all our FBUs to be able to work towards their goals, work towards their dreams. So that is why it's important that the first thing that we are going to do here is to identify. So we are going to identify the people that we need to work with. So if you're connected, I want you to open your FLP 360, because for me, FLP 360 should always be more practical, more interactive. It's totally different from other presentations where you just come, sit, listen, and walk away. No, that is not what this is all about. It's very, very important that you participate actively in what we are discussing where we're looking at this evening. So you just come to, there are two ways that you can assess your non-managers, 2 or 3 ways. I mean, FLP 360 is very, very flexible, it's very dynamic. So if A doesn't work for you, B will work for you, or C will work for you. So the first thing is that you need to have access to the people that you want to work with. So come to reports. When you go to reports, you can just scroll down, come to your downlines. You're seeing downlines here. You can just click on downlines. When you click on this, it will open up this interface. Now, ideally, there are 2 or 3 things that you can do here. But I want you to come here, right? I want you to look at levels. So you have country, you have levels. You can choose how you want to display it. But come here, click on the drop-down menu on all levels. Click on Assistant Manager and below. Assistant Managers, Manager and below. If you click Assistant Manager and below, it will filter all your non-managers for you. And I know by non-managers, you understand the people we are talking about. So what contributes your non-manager case credits or your non-manager business are the case credits from your assistant managers, the case credits from your supervisors, the case credits from your assistant supervisors, your new case credits, and also the case credits from your preferred customers. That is what constitutes your, including your retail business. But let me not forget that, because though your retail business definitely is personal, but it also so those are the things that contribute your non-manager case credits. So if you're asking for your non-manager case credit, we're asking for your non-manager business. If we are saying you need to do an open business of XYZ for you to qualify for XYZ incentive, those are the case credits that make that up. So case credits from everybody that you signed up, aside the one that is coming from you. So click on non-managers, then look at it. You can just have a quick scroll. You can just scroll down to see if you love what you are seeing already. Now, to some of us, if you are seeing this for the first time, I want you to take note of this guy here. You can see suppress 0cc. Suppress 0cc. What this simply means, or what it does, is simple. So if I don't put it on, if it's off, like it is now, if it's off, it's going to give me all the people that have not done anything. So it's going to give you all your non-manager business, all your non-managers. It's going to bring all of them out, whether they have bought something or not. But what you want to do is that you want to suppress it so that you work with those that have the potential. I know, yes, we always say that everybody has the potential to grow. Everybody has the potential to do this business. But at least you want to prune it down a little to the people that have done a certain level of case credits in the past. So if I suppress all 0 case credits and I put it on, it will filter everybody within my team. Definitely you are the leader of the team, yours is there. So it will filter everybody within your team that have done one form of case credit or the other. I'm talking about your non-managers. Your non-managers. Please take note of this. A lot of people have called to say, oh, I have this non-manager, I don't know, I don't have their details. I have this non-manager, I don't have their details. I have that non-manager, I don't have their details. How can I get the details of my non-managers? Okay, this is a non-manager and above. Okay. So how can I get the details of my non-managers? I don't know their phone numbers. I don't know how to reach them. I will show you another report that can help. But let's assume you have this guy here as a non-manager, and you click on this guy. If you click on this guy, they find details about this guy. All the fine details about this guy will show. So you are seeing his or her phone number here. A lot of people have said, I can't get the phone numbers of my downline. Oh, there are 3 generations of me, there are 4 generations of me. I want to see how I can work with them, but I can't get their phone number. Voila, this is it before you have. Say the phone number, this is the phone number, this is the ID of that non-manager. This is their enrollment date. Their enrollment date is very, 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 very key. Very, very key, so that you know whether they still qualify to generate new case credits for you. It is key you know, because almost all the incentives that we have a growth component, and that growth component is the new case credits. That growth component is the new case credits. So if you want to know whether they still fall within that category of generating, of course, or constituting your new case credits, then you need to take note of their enrollment date, and most importantly, their last dates of purchase. The last date of purchase. These are some of the fine details that you need to have. Then after that, you can just run this report. I ran this report some 2 minutes, some 10 minutes or 20 minutes ago. You can see I ran this report. Depending on the size of your team, if your team is huge, if you have a huge team, if you click on run reports, right? If you click on this, right? Run reports, this report will run. Let me run this report so that you understand what I'm. Let me run this report. I don't know how many of us took note of it before. Before I had managers, I had Sapphire managers here, right? I had Sapphire managers, I have the recognized managers here, but immediately I ran this report, immediately I click on run reports, immediately I ran this report, I was left with just my non-managers. Guys, non-managers are your critical mass. Non-managers are very, very important in our business. They are very, 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 very important in our business and in our comp plan, and we need to properly support our non-managers to grow. Now, I want to also call your attention to something. Something that some of us have not noticed. Something that some of us have not noticed. Now, if you come to my left, if you check my left here, and it's also your left, if you check my left here from the screen, right, you will notice that some has a plus sign. Some of the names that have, this one has a plus sign, this has a plus sign, this one has a plus sign, this doesn't have a plus sign. Now, what does it mean? The meaning is that this guy has signed up some people too. So there are some people under him, there are some people under this guy, there are some under this guy, there is none under this guy. This guy is just alone. This guy is just alone. So this would also give you more insights. It will give you more insight into who you are working with. It will give you more insight. Let's see, let's click this Michael. If I click Michael, if I click on Michael, let me see what it's going to give me. So he said this filter does not match, but what this is telling me is that if I want to filter out Michael and take Michael's ID and run separately, Michael has a team. Michael has a team. So I want you to take note of this. It's very, very important you know this. Like I said earlier, I ran this report some few minutes ago because I exported as Excel. So you can run the reports After running the report will filter all your non-managers. Then the next thing I want you to do is to click on Excel, click on the Excel icon, and you will export the report as an Excel sheet. Once the report is ready, you can download the report. I am just downloading it now. Because I did it earlier. I exported as Excel earlier. Let me open it up so that we can see. You can see what I have. Okay, I have this sheet. Let me share my screen so that you will see the sheet we have now. Good. I have this sheet. Now this is the report. Let me wait and see. If you're seeing this, okay, good. You're seeing that now. You're seeing that now. This is the report. I want you to look at the report we just downloaded, because it will give you a thorough knowledge of what we are talking about. It will give you a thorough knowledge of what we are discussing. Let me clear this so that you will see exactly what we are discussing. Now, if you look at this report, on FLP 360 without exporting it, you won't have a better insight into what you are looking at. But if you export this report, if you take this report to Excel, you will have a thorough knowledge of what is happening within your non-manager business, or within your non-managers. You have a thorough knowledge. You have a thorough knowledge of what is happening. So you can just put this in a table. If you are like me, you can quickly put this in a table, and you have a better format, and you can work with them. You can filter to know those that are active, right? There are so many things you can do with this. You can filter to know those that are active. You can know the generations, how many generations they are under you. You can go further, right? Go further to say, okay, fine. What I want to do now, I want to look at what they are doing, right? You can come back here, and I'm trying to see, yes, look at what I'm looking for. I'm looking for total active case credits. So you can come here, right? You can come here and look at their total active case credits, right? This is their total active case credits in 2024. So you can come here and say, okay, give me from highest to lowest. So you rearrange from highest to lowest, and you are seeing it's now very, very clear. It's getting clearer. The people you really, really want to focus your time on, the people you really, really want to work with. So you can scroll down a bit, and you begin to see the beauty of this report, irrespective of how far they are from you, irrespective of whether their upline is active or not, because it's your business that we are talking about. It's your business that we are talking about. So you really, 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 really want to ensure that you work with these guys, because they will definitely help you. And if you're a GEM manager and you understand the power of GEM, if you understand the power of the GEM bonus, and you understand that the 1% or the 2% or the 3% that you are earning, it's 1% of the open business of that manager line that needs to be active, then you will understand how powerful it is to work with these guys. And if you're running from any global incentive and you want to focus on your direct line, so you can filter this. You can filter this further and say, okay, I wanted to say filter and remain your first generation, but this is from the second generation. So you can just filter further, and you will have something better to work with. If you want to look at the date they are sponsored, and you want to see those that were just sponsored this year, right? You can see those that are just sponsored this year. See, so there are so many things that we can do with this. We can do with this report. But like I said earlier, try as much as possible to export this report. If you push it to Excel and sit down on it, you have a better insight that can enable you to plan. But if you leave it on FLP 360 and you want to scroll through, you will not have a clearer picture of what you have until you export, until you take to Excel. And when you take this to Excel, there are so many things, guys. There are so many things that you can do with this. You can do with this report. Let's say you have a supervisor. You have a supervisor like this guy. You have supervisors like these guys, right? Like this. Let me see where I'll stop. You have a supervisor. I'm filtering based on their active case credits, right? I sorted out based on active case credits. So if I have them generating that much, yes, this is where I'm looking at. This is where I'm looking at. So if I want to take this down a bit, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 people that I can put on a group. I have 7 people that I can have important trainings with. I have 7 people that I can put on my. I have 7 people that I can put on my call. 7 people that I can always work with. 7 people that I can turn to super users for any training that I want to do. Because they are leaders, I can zero down what I want to or plan with them so that they can also plan with their respective teams and grow. So that is the first thing. That's the first thing. I hope you took note of. I hope you took note of that. That is very, very key. You identify the people you want to work with. Don't work blindly. The whole essence of FLP 360 is for you not to work blindly. So don't work blindly, because a lot of us currently work blindly. Don't work blindly. Data, I always say, data is a new oil. Data is a new gold. So you need to make use of data. You need to really, really make use of data, because data is the new gold. Now, that's the first way. That's the first way you can get them. The second way you can get them, we've talked about this in I think season 2 or season 3. Any of those trainings that I've always had with us. I think I've always told us the importance of your advanced report. The advanced report is a critical report on FLP 360 that a lot of us don't explore. You can use any of either of these reports, right? You can use either of these reports to isolate the performance that you have in your team. You can use either of these reports. Don't overlook these reports. You have a 4CC report here. This report, right? If I run this report, this report can give me an insight into the people, the non-managers, all the managers that I have in my team that are 4CC active, right? That are 4CC active, because you really, really want to get down on this. You really want to know the people you want to work with. You don't want to, I've said this severally, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but you don't need to walk blindly. You don't need to walk blindly. And you don't need to build your castle on one or few persons to say, oh, if this person, because this person did not do well this month, that is why my business did not do well. You need to spread your net. You need to be like that fisherman. Always throw your net out there and always accommodate as many persons as possible that you can work with. So that is the idea. That's the idea here. So you can always work with as many persons as possible. Let me go back to this. Yes, let me go back to this. So you can pick your top performers, right? You can run your top performance reports, right? You can run your 4CC, you can run top performance reports. You can check your top open business. You can check top open business. You can check top builders, right? And most importantly, you can run this guy. You can run the report Ariza report. I always call it the report Ariza. You can run it because this is your go-to guy. This is your go-to guy, but you need to tell this report what you want, right? This report is not one of those reports that you just run. It's one of those reports that you look at carefully and identify exactly what you want. You need to identify exactly what you want. Like the previous report, the report we ran earlier, when we clicked on downlines, it just brought the only thing I had one filter, right? I had one filter and I had all my non-managers there. I had all my non-managers there. But with this report, I can dig in further. I can just say, I just want to see my preferred customers. I want to see just my preferred customers. I want to see just my assistant supervisors. I want to see just my supervisors. So you can be more specific. You can be more specific with this report, right? You can be more specific. So let me start from here. You see, you need to begin to dig down further to tell this report or tell us what you want. So you can select any country where you have business. Any country where you have business, you can select, okay, I want it in Nigeria, I want to go to South Africa, I want it in TZ, I want to check Tanzania, I want to check Angola, I want to check Burkina Faso, I want to check Nigeria. So, I mean, it is where you have a business, right? Guys, it is not just clicking on any country. You want to check, you don't want to waste your time. You don't want to waste your time running the reports where you don't have business. So you want to really, really select, and you select the generation. So is it my first generation? Is it my second generation? Is it my third generation? My fourth, my fifth generation or thereabout? And select the dates. So here you are the one designing, you are the one telling the report, you are the one designing this report. You are the one designing this report. You can see all the filters. So you need to choose the personal details. What are the personal details that you want to see? What are the personal details that you want to see? Okay, personal details you can't change. So ID is ID. So ID is ID. You can't change ID. I hope you just saw this. You can't change ID because ID is specific. You can't change it. But you can say, okay, I don't want the names. I want the IDs. You can say I don't want the level. You can choose home country. You can say I want to know I want to see their sponsors. You see, with this report, you can say I want to see their sponsors. The other one did not give us the opportunity to see their sponsors. So if you want to involve your sponsors in that meeting, right? You are a senior manager, right? You have other managers. You are you are an assistant manager. You are a supervisor. So you want to know who recruited them. You want to know who signed them up. They are in your fourth generation. They are in your fifth generation and your sixth generation. You want to know who signed them up. So you can just click, I want to see the sponsor ID and I want to have the sponsor name, right? Here, you can choose the levels. Like I said earlier, you can choose the level. You can select, okay, I just want to see my assistant supervisors, all the assistant supervisors, because I want us to have an assistant supervisor to supervisor challenge. So I want to run an assistant supervisor to supervisor challenge within my organization. So I want to just see all the assistant supervisors. So you run a report of all the assistant supervisors within your generation, and you can contact them, you can put them in a group, you can contact them through their managers, and you create a bigger group, and you can run whatever challenge that you want to run. Now, you can also come a step further and say, hey guys, I don't want to waste my time. I want to really, I mean, we are here for business. I want to really go by case credits. I want to segment my case credits. You see, that is why I said this report is the go-to report for me. For me, is the go-to report because you are the one designing this report. You are the one to tell the report what you want. This report will not run itself. You are the one to say, okay, what I want is, okay, let's go back the months, past 2 months, right? Past 2 months. Let's check last month and this month. I just want a report of, you see, I can just click, I want just personal CCs. I want personal CCs because you want to help your non-managers grow, right? You want to help your non-managers grow. Okay, so I want to see their personal CCs, and I also want to see, because I know that they have a team, I also want to see their own non-manager CCs. You see, when you go this way, for me, you are more strategic. For me, you are more strategic. For me, you are beginning to tell us that, yes, you know exactly what you are doing. you know exactly what you're doing because you want to be more strategic. You want to make sure that you're not wasting your time. You're not spending your time on the wrong people. You want to make sure that everything that you are doing is productive. And you can also say, okay, I want to try as much as possible. I don't want to focus on monthly, right? I just want you to look at this. I don't want to focus on monthly. So you undo this. I want to go to yearly. Did you just see what happened? So if you go this way, right, this will lock, right? This will lock automatically. But because once you okay this, you want to go by months. You want to go by months. So you can run, you can filter based on what you want, based on this particular CC details you want. You can say, okay, I want to see their personal case credit. I want to see their non-manager case credit. And I'm also interested in their active case credit. Because this, I mean, we are in the growth era, right? We're in the growth era. We're talking about having all our people having that growth mindset. And for you to do this, we need to dig deep further into the things that are within their control, especially their personal case credits. Especially their personal case credits, because this will give you an idea of, okay, the people that you are looking at, what is their level of commitment? If someone is not committed to having, I don't care about what your team does, because it's also their own personal CCs. So let's say you have 10 people in your team, or you have 20 people in your team. If I'm running a challenge and I'm saying, hey guys, we all have to focus on our personal case credits. The meaning is that I am putting the ball on your court, right? It is your personal case credit that I am talking about. I'm not talking about your downline's personal case credit. Because if I say everybody, let's take care of our personal case credit, I am saying, yes, we want to be accountable. We want to be sure that we don't leave everybody. Just focus on your personal. If you focus on your personal and I focus on my personal and everybody focuses on their personal, and we know that personal involves your retail. So we're talking about your retail and the products you use, right? Your retail customers. We're not talking about people you signed up. We're not talking about people you signed up. So if everybody should focus on their personal. So for you to know how ready people are, I think it's good we look at the personal case credits. We look at personal case credits. We can look at active, because active will now accommodate whether they are sponsoring, right? Because if they are not sponsoring, definitely it won't make up. You won't have that active case credits. So if you consider this, right? If you consider this, then you are good. But if you want to go yearly, you just lock this and pick and open this. You see, once you open this, then you can look at their yearly business. You can say, okay, the year, this is current year, this is past year. If you want to look at it, if you want to look current and past, you can compare. But if you just want to focus on this year, you focus on this year and you work with what you are getting. Now, so you can also select personal case credit. Don't forget this guy. Don't forget, I explained this earlier in the other report. Don't forget this. So once you filter this, then you can run the report. Remember, you are the one that is designing this report. I have not designed any. I'm not going to run any now for sake of time. I'm not going to run any so that we can focus. We can look at other things. So once you run this report, like I said in the other report, export to Excel. Right? Export to Excel, because once you run the report, depending on the size of your business, it will show here. It will tell you can't get it immediately, right? Unless you have a very small team. You can't get it immediately. Once it comes up, it will show you that the report is ready here. Then you can open it up on Excel and you can filter it and come up with an ideal plan. Remember, we are still on identifying the people to work with. It is key that you identify the non-managers that you want to work with. It is very, very important. Don't forget, it is very, very important that you identify the people you want to work with. So once you have done that, congratulations, you now know the people to work with, you now know the non-managers to focus on. Now, Now that you know these people, now that you know these people, what else can FLP 360 help you achieve? What else? We're talking about ensuring that your non-managers are more productive, right? We're talking about ensuring that they are more productive. Now, one of the things that I have discovered, right? One of the things that I know with our non-managers is that majority of them lack the resources. Majority of them lack the resources. They don't have. It's either because we don't communicate with them often, right? Because we don't communicate with them often, or because we don't, because they are down there, right? Because they are down there, and we don't know how to reach them. They lack the necessary resources to work. They lack the necessary resources to work. Don't forget, we always say that you are in business for yourself and not by yourself. And that statement simply implies that our business model is designed to give you all the necessary support, all the support that you need to be successful. All the support that you need to be successful. So you are not alone. You are not alone. So let me show you this. Let me show. So let me show you this. If you come down, right, you still come down. Now we left reports. I want you to come to training tools. There's a lot that you can do, right? There's a lot that your team have with them, and they don't know they have it. So it's your responsibility, either as an assistant supervisor that has a team, or as a supervisor that has a team, or an assistant manager or manager and above that have team members, to direct your team's attention to some of the tools that we have. It will do you a lot of good. It will help you free your time. Right? It will help you free your time, because if you don't do this, you will continue to run this. I always call it the rat race, right? I always call it the rat race, because you won't have a life. You will discover that at every point or the other, you are busy talking about the business. You won't have a balanced life. We want our people to have balance. It is in our mission statement that we will seek knowledge and balance. It is part of our mission statement that we will seek knowledge and balance. So you want to have a balanced life. You want to be able to free your time. So direct your team's attention. Direct your non-manager team attention to the tools that are within them, that they have on their phones, in as much as they have FLP 360. Now, I want you to click on this. If you click on this, there are two. Once you click on the training tools, there are two very important menus that you have there. The first one is the business trainings. And the second aspect, I hope you're following me. If you're following me, type 2. Let me see. If you're following, type 2. If you're following, type 2. I don't want to, because this is not a physical training, I don't want it to look as if I'm just talking to myself. Yeah, type 2. Good. Justin, good. Samantha, good. Thank you. I just want to be sure I am I just want to be sure I still got you with me. Now, there are two important menus that I want you to draw their attention to. If you can do this as a manager, if you can do this as a non-manager, if you can do this as someone that has a team, even if it's just one person, right, you would have done yourself a lot of good. Sincerely, you would have done yourself a lot of good. Now, if I click on business, you can click on business trainings. I know we have WhatsApp groups that we direct people to. I know we have so many other tools that we direct people to, right? But at times they are with people. At times they want to have a one-on-one. At times they want to do one thing or the other, and they can't easily access Facebook. They can't easily access maybe, or Facebook might not be too professional to open up a training and start showing somebody, right? With FLP 360, there is a whole lot that you can do. Now, mine might be different from yours, because I do a lot of stuff with FLP 360, and it's crazy. Imagine your team member. Like, the first thing I have here is is compliance tools and training. Compliance tools and trainings. So this is for Francophone. This is for Francophone. You can upload the company policy, right? You can upload the localized company policy here, right? You can upload it here so that anytime any of your team members, right? Anytime any of your team members want to have a copy of the company policy and they can't go online to download it, you can just quickly share this with them. It's as easy as that. Or you want to schedule you want to tell your team, okay, this week we are going to look at this aspect of the company policy because we want to use it to grow our business. We always say use the company policy as a marketing plan. Use it to plan your business. Don't always see the company policy as something that is detrimental to your business, something that is there to stop your business. No, the company policy is there to help you. The next thing I have here are marketing planning training webinars. Remember I said earlier, for you to have all this, you need to subscribe to content. If you have not subscribed to content, please, you can't be paying $20 every month or $220 a year without maximizing what you can get from FLP 360. Go and sign up to content. Once you sign up to content, you will have this. So this is Saw Your Way to Ego Manager training. You can share this. This is Become a Manager. There are so many trainings. Becoming an assistant manager, becoming a supervisor, right? Becoming a supervisor. These are trainings. All these trainings are here. Building a 7 days plan, becoming an assistant supervisor. You can show always what you just need to do is, okay, what do you want? Once you identify where they are, remember, don't forget the Excel sheet you downloaded. The Excel sheets gave you, to an extent, gave you insight into these guys' business, right? It gave you insight into their business. So from there, you can call them and have a stronger insight into their businesses, and you will know exactly the right tool to send to them, right? If you want to give them a guide to having a plan, a 7-day plan, you can just forward this. Please and please, but whatever you want to forward first, find time to watch it. Watch it yourself so that you know that it's the right tool. It's the right tool for them. It's the right tool for them before you send it to them. Now these are different trainings. In all these ones are in French. So you have somebody in a Francophone country and you want to send, you're looking for tools to send to them. FLP 360 has made all these available, right? These are available. Please, you can't, if you're looking at yours and you're not seeing this, go and subscribe to contents. Subscribe to content. I have said this severally. In our previous trainings. If you don't know how to subscribe to content, just indicate so that we will show you how to subscribe to content channels. It's very, very simple. It's very, very simple. Once you subscribe, you will get this. You will get all this. And there are some recruiting materials. You see, some recruiting materials. All these are francophones because I'm in the English market. So I always ensure that for francophone countries, I get some of their content. Now, the second one that is key, these are business building tools. The second aspect is product trainings. Now, let's say that's assistant supervisor. That assistant supervisor is with a customer, and because he's limited in training, right? Because he's limited in training, he does not know much about the unique selling proposition about 1 or 2 products, and the customer is before him, and the customer is saying, okay, can you tell me a little about your Arctic Sea? Right? Rather than struggle with Arctic Sea, rather than struggle to identify. Now, I would advise you to just direct them to this. Once they come to a product training, they should click this. If they open this on product training, there's a whole lot here waiting for them. Let it open. Let it open properly. I want you to see this. I want you to see the beauty. The beauty. You can't be paying $20 and you're not maximizing. You can't be on FLP 360 and your business is not growing. I want this to open. Okay, fine. I think this is open. Let me scroll down so that you see what I'm talking about. I want to scroll this down. So we have products C. For me, right? For me, all these are what to say acceptable product claims. You see, these are acceptable product claims. You can do this, but this is not actually what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is this. Now that assistant supervisor is before a customer. That assistant supervisor is before a customer, or a customer just swept your feet off the ground and the customer is saying, can you tell me about XYZ product? And you did not prepare for that product, right? You did not prepare, right? You did not prepare. You don't know what to tell the customer. So you immediately go to your phone, right? Go to your FLP 360, right? Go to tools, go to business, go to product trainings, and you can see almost all the products are here. This is aloe first, this is calcium, this is them, this is lean, this is Garcinia Plus, this is fast break bar. Almost just scroll to that product. Scroll to that product. Let's see all the personal care products are there. You can see as I'm scrolling, you're seeing all the products. You're seeing all the product. That is activator, that is bright tooth gel, body scrub, avocado soap. Just scroll to the product. Just scroll to the product. Let's say it's Probi. Like, let's say it's Probi that the customer wants to know about. Now, if you just open, you can see, you can just take this to full size. You can just take this to full size. Immediately, this will turn to a card for you to discuss with the customer. Now, you can now begin to show the customer this. You can say, okay, this is Forever Active Probi, right? And you can begin to look at the facts about Probi. Now, these are the facts that we have about Probi that you can use to grow your business. You see, you don't need to start thinking, you don't need to start mumbling, you don't need to start struggling with what to tell the customer about probiotics. You just need to go to product trainings and you will be amazed. Even the customer will be amazed on how prepared you are. You see, you can say, okay, look, our probiotics is there, that many other probiotics that you have in the market, they don't have the ability to bypass the stomach acid for optimal delivery. You see, the customer will begin to look at you and you just go further and say it contains 6 synergistic strains. You see, immediately the customer will say, wow, so you are this knowledgeable about your product. You are this, so you have all this about your product. And it gives you an edge. It gives you an edge. So irrespective of how old you are as an FBO, whether you are new today, in as much as you picked up that box, in as much as you signed up, the best thing for you to do is as someone that as a sponsor is to direct them to where they can get this content. Direct them to where this is available. So there are so many products. I can go on and on and on and on and on, even some products that you don't have. There are so many products that are here. There are so many products that are here. Make the best use of this. Make the best use of this to support your non-managers, right? And if you are a non-manager yourself and you have a team, or you can also use it to grow your personal business, because it's all about, we're in the era of growth. We're in the era of growth. Use this to grow your business. Use this to grow your business. It is very, very key. It's very, very important that you make the best use of these tools. Make the best use of these tools. And if you have people in other markets, right? Other markets and they prefer videos, because some people prefer videos. Some people prefer product videos. We have a lot of product videos here that you can share with them. I have a lot of product videos. This one is on skincare. This is on marine collagen. You see, this is on F15. So there are so many stuff that you can share with your team here. But as I said earlier, always go through these materials so that you will know that you are sharing the right content with your team members. So there's a whole lot you have on that phone of yours that you've downloaded FLP 360 that you're carrying about, and you don't even know that they are there. You don't know that they are there. You don't know. So you see, there's a whole lot of materials that we have here that you can use to support your team. There's a whole lot. So make the best use of these materials. Make the best use of these materials. Now we've looked at identifying the team. We looked at how you can support them with business building training. We looked at how you can support them with trainings or materials that they can use to address their customers. Now let's go one step further. A lot of people like to personalize, right? A lot of people like to personalize what they do. Right? So if you are the type that, I think I also said this in Drakensberg, if you're the type that you like to personalize, right? You're the type you like to personalize, you're the type you like to create your own content, right? You like to create a content for your team. Then the aspect that we are going to now will be of immense importance to you. That is the marketing, how to use the marketing tools to support your team. How can I use the marketing tools to support my team members? So the first thing that you can do is that you can go to shareable content and you can go to your resource library. Go to your resource library, and all those beautiful contents that you have created, all those beautiful videos that you have, all those beautiful materials that you made, you can upload them. Right? You can upload them. I've said this severally. I can never be tired of saying that you can upload as many. See, you can come here. If it's an image, a beautiful picture of you and team, right? You can always come here, right, and upload it. You are uploading. Why are you uploading? You're uploading so that you can share with your team. Right? You're uploading so that you can share with your team. You're uploading so that you can turn it to a beautiful content that is trackable on FLP 360 and share with your team. You're not just uploading because you cannot just send the picture to them on WhatsApp, or you send the picture to them through one other means or the other. You're uploading so that you can add more content to the team, make it more presentable, and share it using FLP 360. So like I always said, you can always click on this. If you click on this, so on the picture, you can pick any of the beautiful pictures that you have, right? Any of the beautiful pictures that you have available at your disposal. You can, let's say this is a picture of you and let me see, I'm trying to pick one picture so that this can be more productive. Let's say this is a picture of you and your team. So you can always, upload this, you title it. Now, if you don't understand what each of this means, right, I want you to come here. If you click on this, because this is a training, because I want you to be able to retrain your people at the end of the day. See, you see this question mark? This question mark will tell you exactly what you need to put in any of these bars. So it says, this is the title of the picture. This is the description of the picture. The description provides further details about what is in the contents and is helpful to those who cannot see the content. Keep description within 200 characters or less. So The other one is the social post caption. The social post caption. I'm trying to click on the. Let me click out of this and click on. I want to click out of it and click in so that you see exactly, so that if you don't know what these descriptions are, say the social post caption is the personal message to include when sharing the content on social media. Are you getting it? So because I said earlier that rather than share this, okay, you took a beautiful picture with your team, right? You took a very, very beautiful picture with them. And you're asking yourself, how can I make this? I don't just want this to be, to just go out there without adding value to it. I want to add more value to this. I want to add value to this picture so that my team can use it. So that I want this picture to be more productive to my team. So you can you can use FLP 360, you can load this on FLP 360 and begin to add value to these pictures with all these descriptions. So you have the meta description here, you have the social post caption here, and you have the tag. Let's see what the tag is. I want you to see this. I want us to see it together. Let it not be as if I need to click out of this first. It's too sensitive. So that we will all see. If I check on this, sorry. Yes, it said add key, add key descriptive keywords, keyword terms, making it easier to find the content when searching. So you can't just, when we talk about strategies on building your business on social media, that is what this is telling you. So you can't just send anything out there. So you need to put keywords, right? You need to put the caption, you need to put a meta description, and you need to have a title. So that when you finally share this picture to your team, right, it will cease to be that simple picture you took with them, right? It will be a picture when posted on any of the socials, right? When people search those keywords on Facebook, when people search those keywords on Instagram, when people search those keywords on X, right? If those keywords are part of the keywords that you used, your post will come up. That simple picture that you took with your team definitely will have a chance of coming up. So that is how to turn that picture that you have on your phone to something that is of more value that you can share with your team members so that they can reshare on social media. So FLP 360, uploading a picture on FLP 360 doesn't end with just this picture that you are seeing. Uploading a picture on FLP 360 means that you are going to give that picture more value. You are going to give that picture more value. You are going to give it a title. You are going to give it a meta description. Put keywords, and at the end of the day, you save. When you save, it ceases to be just a picture. When you save, it is not that simple picture that you have again. So if you save, I want to close this. Okay, let me run down this because my 1 hour is up. I don't always like to keep us beyond 1 hour. Let me show you this. I'm trying to go back to okay. Now I'm trying to go to video because the same thing applies with video, but the only difference with videos, is that FLP 360, I've said this before, I've said this severally in so many trainings, FLP 360 will not take you can't upload your video from your device on FLP 360. You can only upload via a link. And there are 3 platforms that FLP 360 currently accepts. The first one is YouTube. The second one is Vimeo. The third one is Wistia. Those are the 3 platforms. Those are the 3 video platforms that FLP 360 that is compatible to FLP 360. So you copy the URL, and the same thing applies with pictures. That simple video of you and your team, having a meeting, or team teasel, or having or of you celebrating them, of you recognizing them, you giving them a title, give them a meta description, give them a social post, and also ensure that you have keywords. You ensure they have keywords so that when you finally share it with them, and they share it on X, or they share on Instagram, or they share on Facebook, right? They are sharing something that is of more value. They are sharing something that, yes, is also trackable on FLP 360. It's also trackable because if you put it on your landing page, or you put it anywhere, right? Or you put it on anywhere, or you add a call to action. You add a call to action to it and put it. I mean, we have done all this. I don't think there's anybody here that is new to all everything I'm talking about. You add a call to action, then you would know that FLP 360, once somebody watches the video, once someone comments on that video, you can track all those things on FLP 360. You can track all that on FLP 360. So that is how to engage your team. That is how to make your team more productive. That is how to channel your team to things that are productive. So anything you are sharing with them, anything that you want, that, okay, I want us to use this as a tool for business, right? I want us to personalize what we are doing. I want us to click to have our own videos, to do this, to do that. Don't just do it and send it to them, right? Use FLP 360. Add more value to it using FLP 360. Make it trackable, make it traceable, so that when they finally share it, right, as people are looking at it, as people are going through these videos, they will be able to track it, and they will be so happy. In fact, they will be so happy they have a sponsor, or a team member, or an upline that cares. They'll be so grateful to you, because you are always providing them with contents that will make them productive, make them more productive. That is what FLP 360, or those are the things that FLP 360 can help you achieve. So if you want to create yours, if you want to create, the marketing tools are there to support you, and you can also show them how to use the social stream. I think I've talked about this severally. I don't want to go back to previous trainings that we've had, right? Previous trainings that we had. I mean, there is a whole lot. See, guys, none of these trainings that we've talked about is in isolation. All these trainings that we are talking about, right? None of them exist in isolation, right? All these trainings are together. They are interwoven. So if I'm talking about a particular topic, there's no one can talk about a particular topic without, or a particular subject matter, without touching the rest. It's a holistic tool that will help you, that will support you to grow your business. I know by my time is past 8, and I know in SA it's already past 9. I don't like going beyond 9 p.m. because you need to have a balance. I talked about balance. You need to have a balance. So that's all I have for us today. If you have questions, put it on the question icon so that we can address questions. Let me see. I've been asking questions on YouTube. I don't, TTTC learning, I don't understand. I have sent emails for help. Where are you getting your subscription from? How do we get multiple language options? How do we send? Okay. This guy is connected on. Okay, sorry, I forgot we are live on YouTube. So sorry. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. Okay. I think what I think you need to do, the TTCL learning. I think you asked several questions. You said upload features doesn't work for me. Oh, then we need to get to see. You can go to go to the marketing team, right? Go to the marketing team. The marketing team will support you. Will support you. They can help you look at your FLP 360. But for you to get all these channels that I'm talking about, for you to get them, you need to let me just, for your sake and for the sake of every other person that is here, that is. No, the picture, black view, the picture must not be just your picture. I'm just talking about anything that you have, any content that you have that you want to share, anything that you strongly believe that this thing can help me to grow my business. It can be your picture. It can be a picture of you and your business. It can be a picture of you in a success day. It can be a picture of you in any of the in the rise up, any of the rise up events. It can be a picture. It can be anything, any content that you know that you want to share, out there. I think if you, Andre, okay, Andre, let me help you. Let me show you what you can do. If you go to, if you have access to any of our past trainings, that will help you, because those are, we had a comprehensive training on how you can subscribe to content channel. But just to summarize, if you just click on my account, right, go to the carousels, scroll down to my account, click to, you will see this. You will see this content channels, right? You see content channels. When you click on content, if you click on content channels, it will open up. Andre, you said I have watched, so fine. If you've watched it, definitely you know how to subscribe to channels. So when you subscribe to channels, definitely you have access to that. If you still don't have access to it, please and please, you can let me know. You can just let me know. If you still don't have access to it, just let me know. Then we can dig in deeper into your own FLP 360 particular, so that we'll know what the issue is for you, Andre. Yes, there is something that I have not talked about. I think this will be a good time to talk about it. This will be a good time to talk about it before I close. I'm losing people already. I've lost almost 18 people, and I don't like losing people when I'm training. Now, if you are the type that you are very, very good, very good online, if you're the type that you run Facebook ads, you're the type that you run Google ads, because a lot of people have said, okay, what do I do after all this? After all this, you still need to promote, right? You still need to promote your page. You still need to promote your landing page. You still need to promote those contents. You still need to, if you're the type that you are deep, you are very, very deep with building online, right? You are very, very deep with building online. There is one additional thing that you need to do. I think I can remember, and I've never talked about this. I've never trained us on this. There is one additional thing you need to do on FLP 360. Now, FLP 360, like I said, FLP 360 can help you track everything that is happening. So you have your landing page, right? Landing page, those landing pages that you beautifully designed, right? Whether they are product pages, whether they are business pages, or whether they are personal pages, like I've taught us in the past, and you want to promote them, right? You want to promote them on Facebook. So you want to run a Google ad, or you were running a Facebook ad on those pages, right? I want you to do this. On Google, we have the Google Analytics, right? Get your Google Analytics ID, right? Get your Google Analytics ID. And you see, once you pick that ID, there's a UA number, put it here. This is mine. So just put the UA number here. And if you're on Facebook and you're running Facebook ads, right? Go to your Facebook, go to the Facebook manager, right? Copy the ad, copy the pixel ad on that Facebook ad that you are running, and put it here. Once you put them there, you save. Once you have these two details here, right? Once you have these two details on FLP 360, FLP 360 will help you track every single movement on those ads. Every single movement on those ads. Whether those ads are, whether they are for business, I mean, whether someone just viewed the ad, anywhere they stop, FLP 360 will help you track it. Will help you track it. There are just two simple things that you need to do. Go to your Google Analytics. If you don't have a Google Analytics account, open is free. It's free. Open the account, right? And pick the UA number and put it on this space that is here. If you open your own now, you discover that your own is empty. So you can put it here. If you're running a Facebook ad, right? For that particular ad, pick the pixel ID and put it here, and you will be good. Thank God I just remembered this. So do we have any other question? Also, with the landing page, I only have 2 pages. Oh, Adrian, my friend, you can have so many pages. You can have so many pages. You can create. I think I need to have a look at your FLP 360. I need to have a look at it. You can Adrian, I don't know the part of SA where you are in. You can go to any of the offices and we'll be able to support you better. You say you saw it and you are in Botswana. Okay, try and okay, I'm sending you, Adrian, I'm sending you something now. So try and let me have a look at your. See, because you're in Botswana, that's why I'm doing this. But let's. So Adrian, you can just send me a mail. Let me see. Just state all the issues there. State all the issues there. Then I'll look at how I can support you personally. As long as you have interest in building your business with FLP 360, I'll create time. So I don't have time, but I'll definitely create time. I'll create time and see how I can support you. So guys, thank you so much. I want to sincerely thank each and every one of us for being part of this training this evening. FLP 360 is holistic. I think we have had like 6 trainings now. All these trainings, go through them, watch them again, put them in practice. And if you have any issues, I think by the grace of God, I will be in SA next month or in 2 months' time. Then we can interact physically. Because I strongly believe FLP 360 should be more of a physical training, so that if there's any issue, we can deal with that issue hands-on and get it sorted out for you. I want you to get value. I want Africa to get value. FLP 360. We have a lot that we can do with FLP 360. We have a lot that we can do. And like Oni said the other time, with the advent of FLP 360 lights, then there is no hiding place for anybody. We just have to make FLP 360 work. We just have to make it work for us.
Thank you so much, CSM Daniel, for all that you have done for us in the past few months. We truly, truly appreciate it. And yeah, thank you for always coming through and helping us. And may God bless you with everything that you do. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you offline around the trainers, because this is the last training that you are doing for us now, until you upskill a lot of us from the trainer's point of view. And then, yeah, but we'll talk offline. I've already engaged your PA, and yeah, we'll talk.
Okay. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. I am grateful. It's always, I'm always happy to share. The more I empty myself, the more I can have space to learn more.
That's amazing. And that in actual fact, when you teach others, you actually learn as well. So
yeah, sure.
So that's great. And thank you so much. Yeah, I truly
appreciate
everyone.
It.
You've got a tight schedule, but you've given us time.
I don't want to. I don't want to tell you what. I don't want to tell you what happened. I was just reminded of this training some minutes ago.
I will talk offline. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much, everybody, for attending. Bye-bye.